How we doing, YouTube? Everything going well at work? Y'all might hear that walkie-talkie communicating wheels and getting all that traffic done. Nah, man, I want to talk a little bit. Hope you're having a great day. I am. It's like my third day back in the field, and I'm feeling real good. My eye is healing up a little bit. It's still sensitive to light. Those of you who don't know, I had eye surgery, maybe a week ago. And I'm back in the field, man. So, I'm gonna take my eye drops. Doctor said ain't nothing too much I can do. Keep dirt out of it, take my eye drops. So that's what I'm doing. Feeling great, though. I just want to talk about, how bad do you really want it? It's a simple subject. How bad do you really want it? It's, as a man, we have to be men. We have to. I don't care if you got a wife, girlfriend, kids. We got to be a man. And sometimes being a man is making sacrifices, making decisions. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard. Matter of fact, it's probably more times hard than easy. Because God gave you the vision, right? Like, for your wife, whatever, God didn't give them the vision. Now, I'm not saying that they don't play an important role, but God gave you the vision. So, you have to carry it out. So, how bad do you want it? I want it real bad, man. Like, I say sacrifice, but I put in a lot of time. I put in a lot of work. Keep my body healthy as I can. Keeping my mind clean and clear. Keeping my conscience clean and clear. My spirit clean and clear. Making as much money as I can. Learning another skill. I love real estate. That's my baby, man. That's what's gonna take me. That's what's gonna take me and my wife and my kids into the sunset, if the Lord say the same. And I love it. I love real estate. I'm getting a phone call. But yeah, like I said, real estate gonna take us to the sunset, right? And I want to learn new skill. I want to learn day trading. I want to learn option trading. And I'm trying to get all my accounts and stuff set up, right? And I'm willing to take that risk. I know a lot of folks ain't willing to take that risk. They're not willing to wait it out. But what I'm seeing, day trading can change your life for the long run. But it takes risk, though. You have to step out on faith. You have to step out on not knowing everything. I know a lot of us want to, especially in the black and brown community, we tend to, if we don't know, we're not doing it, right? And that's why we so far behind on finances and we so far behind on real estate, because we wanted 100% figure it out before we take a risk. But I refuse to be that person, right? I refuse to be that person. And those of you that's been following my channel, I'm big on investing. I'm big on setting ourselves up for the future. I'm big on keeping our expenses low. Sometimes that's what it takes, y'all. Sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes, like I said, I know your wife, your girlfriend, your kids want a new Cadillac Escalade. It ain't time for that, man. It ain't time for that. Don't allow, because the reason why you have to carry out the vision, because it's going to benefit you and the family in the long run. Like, only thing that most people see, I'm not saying all women, I'm not saying all kids, only thing they see is the here and now of what they can get to make them feel good in that moment. But as a man, bro, you have to see further than that. You have to see that, you just want one Escalade right now, which is gonna make us struggle even more. But I'm fasting and getting myself in position for God can allow us to buy 10 Escalades in the future, you know, as long as we in position to do that. And the only way to do that, man, is definitely put him first. Don't let the money make you. You make the money. Learn how to put your money into vehicles that grow your money. It can be stocks, it can be real estate, it can be a business. If you got a business that's ready to go, it can bring you money, do it. But typical businesses don't make it. You know why? Because the pool of clients are small. I don't care what industry you in. It can be trucking. Everybody don't need trucking. It can be, if you're a barber, everybody don't need haircuts. So your pool is small. That's why most businesses don't make it. And for real estate, it's actually a 90% success rate. Why? Because everyone has to live somewhere. So that pool is a lot bigger. That's why I put my money into real estate. Now, like I said, I know that day trading is a little risky or whatever, but I'm willing to learn the skill, willing to learn how to operate and maneuver through investments, right? Selling and trading and buying, holding, whatever. I'm willing to learn that. So, like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want financial freedom? How bad do you want it for your family? How bad do you want it for yourself? Because working a 9 to 5 is fine, man, but it's never going to give you that freedom that you want. So, once again, how bad do you want it? And just go after it, y'all. You got to go after it. You got to take a risk. We already know what sitting on the porch does for us. We already know what that does. That keeps us poor. It keeps us bottom of the middle class. We already know what not taking risk does for us. So we might as well take calculated risk and go for it, y'all. That's the only way to drive what you want to drive. That's the only way to spend the most time with your kids. Don't miss no recitals, don't miss no cheerleading practice, don't miss no football games, basketball games. You have to go for what most people don't. But if you got that thing called discipline, you already in the 1% in this day and time. You already in the 1%. So I'm just glad I learned that early on, man. Early on, I learned this early on. And that's the one thing school taught me. I would never. I'm not gonna say school, don't go to school. I'm not gonna say that because school has its place. School has its place. Now, like I said, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a radiology tech, astronaut, scientist, yeah, do your thing, man. Go to school. Go to school. You got to go to school for that, right? But if you want to go for business, music, teacher, man, you don't go to school for that. You can learn all that online on YouTube University. And but one thing that school taught me early on was discipline. Sticking through something even when you don't feel like it. It taught me grit. Even when you studied all 2 weeks just for a test and you still make a C+, that taught me, all right, what's next? You know what I mean? Move on. You made a C+, you studied hard as you could, you still made a C+, all right, cool, move on. That's what school taught me, those life skills. This is just move on. What's next? Finish what you start. Wake up. Be on time. You know, manage your time. If you got to eat breakfast before class, go get it done. You know, that's what school taught me. It taught me life skills. Now, as far as like my financial endeavors, nah, man, it wasn't there for me for that. Which is okay though. Like I'm glad it went the way it went. You know, I'm glad I'm not sitting in a cubicle with a business degree making 40 grand a year. I'm glad I'm not doing that. Instead, I got my degree and I'm making way more, right? So, but guess what? I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to I was willing to go to North Dakota, right? Don't know nobody, yo. Like, man, who lives in North Dakota, you know? I was willing to take that risk. Because since, like I've been saying in my channel, I've been known that I'm the chosen one. And in order for me to blossom and bloom, I had to get out of my environment that I grew up in. That's important. You got to get out of your environment that you grew up in, first of all, so God can water you and massage you like soil and fertilize you. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying you can't do that at home, but most likely, a lot of people don't have that type of discipline to stick it out while they're around their friends. And I was willing to take that risk to get out of my hometown, go to North Dakota, right? Don't know nobody in North Dakota. Up there for how long? 7 years, 6 years. Got my degree, changed my major twice. Changed my major, finally got my degree. I applied to get my master's, got into the program. I was getting my master's degree, and I was like, man, I don't think I want to do this. So I was like, I don't think I want to do this. And now the business mind was me for sure, but I was more on the entrepreneur side. So me and my dad, we started a trucking business, right? In North Dakota, you know, it's an oil field, haul sand, whatever. COVID hit 2019. We sold the truck, and I've been in the oil field ever since. So, like I said, when I was in North Dakota, I didn't mind coming to Texas, right? Look, man, I don't mind relocating if there's a better opportunity. Because if it's in God's will and God presented it to you, there's nothing that you can do to mess it up unless, you know, you do something crazy. And it's going to fit like a glove. You don't have to force it. That's what I'm saying. You have to be in God's will. You don't have to force it. So if God is calling you to do something and it's keep nudging you, just go, man. Like, bro, what else you going to lose? Like, this is one thing that my homies told me back in my hometown. He's like, bro, we're going to be here. Bro, we're going to be here, man. Just go out there. If you don't like it, we'll always be here. You can always come back. And that was like that was a light bulb in my head, man. Because I was struggling, like, man, I don't want to leave all my friends. I don't want to leave my family. But he was like, bro, we're going to be here. And to this day, they are still there, bro. So you're not missing anything. Go get what God got for you. And ever since then, bro, I've been swinging. I've been swinging at the ropes. And I got this job now. I'm stacking real estate now. So that's what I want to talk about, man. How bad do you want it? Sometimes it takes you moving out your home state. Sometimes it takes you losing money to learn a new skill. How bad do you want it? Sometimes it takes you telling your loved one, no, let's just wait another 2 years so we can do it abundantly before it can be a blessing and not a curse. You know, how bad do you want it? You got to wake up and exercise. Of course, I want to stay asleep. I work nights, 14-hour days. Nights, I mean. Of course, I want to stay asleep, but I'm willing to get up 3 hours for my shift, go get a workout in, because I feel better at the end of the day. I see so many people out here that's like out of shape and overweight, and they barely can stay awake or whatever. Because they feeding their body the wrong foods, you know, watch too much TV, everything, man. It triggers everything. So ask yourself, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to sacrifice people? And you might have to sacrifice them. You might have to say, man, I'm done. I knew I grew up with you, but I'm done, man. Like, I don't outgrew you. And you can't save everybody. You cannot save everybody. Sometimes you might have to cut family off. How bad do you want it? Like, that is what it is. Thankfully, I don't associate myself with nobody but my immediate family. My wife, my mom, dad, sister. That's it. I don't have all the homies back at the crib. Man, we talk maybe once every 8 months. You know, make sure they still alive. He make sure I'm still alive. All right, cool, bro. I'll holler at you in 8 months. Like, I didn't have that problem cutting people off, man. Because I know how bad I want it. I want it real bad. And I'm still out here, dog. We still working, we still grinding, we still stacking our funds, and we putting our funds in vehicles that'll pay us forever and pay our kids forever. Life insurance policy, like everything, bro. Everything. So let's get to it. Ask yourself, how bad do you want it? And that's with anything that you want. It ain't got to be financial freedom. It can be losing 10 pounds. It could be everything. Sometimes you got to put that burger down, big dog. Put it down. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And make sure y'all stay tuned in. More videos coming out like this. And I live this life. I don't just come on here and motivate and inspire. I talk to myself, man. Look, I got my Bible right here. I done read my Bible. And I do this. Like, this is my life. And this is why I created this channel. To inspire and motivate not only the men, but the women too. Like, anybody that need that spark. And we all need that spark sometimes. And thank God I don't have to go to someone else to get that spark. My spark is already sparked when I wake up. You know what I mean? I know where I'm going to get. I know how and know when, and it's time to go. Period. No matter how I feel, sleepy, tired, let's get it. So thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all have any questions, put them in the comments. Any requests that I can talk on, let me know. And I want to thank you guys for also showing the love. Got about 800 subs, and it's been a journey. I like it. Just being myself, just sharing my story. So thank you guys, and see you in the next one.